guys, this is SamAttack4427 here, and welcome back to another episode of WTPU, aka What the Pickup? Now, as you may recall, in the last episode of the show, which you can see right down over here, I talked about all the stuff that I bought at this year's Heroes and Villains Con, which I had a really great time up there, and I actually did get a lot of really great stuff, but hey, it was actually worth it for well over 40 minutes in length, but hey, I digress. So, if you want to check that episode out for yourself, then do not worry about a thing. There's a card available on the top right corner of the screen for you to check out, so go right ahead. I'll wait until you come back. Yeah, I can tell you there's a lot of great stuffing that I bought at the con that's worth talking about in this episode, so yeah. And plus, the massive shoutouts I give in that is actually really impressive, but I'll let you be the judge of that for yourself. Alrighty then, I guess seeing how you did already see the last episode of the show, we'll go ahead and start up this episode as we normally do. Now, I guess this episode I've been wanting to do for pretty much since the beginning of this year, pretty much, but yeah, believe it or not, I actually did get a couple of items that I bought off of Amazon that I've been wanting to do a What the Pickup episode on. So for this episode, I am finally going to do it for all of you. So I bet you're wondering what exactly I'm going to be talking about. Well, I do have them right below me right about now. So I, of course, have these. So yeah, this is, of course, a couple of items that I got, those being a ribbon plushie and a talking Glasan toy that I just bought off of Amazon. So yeah, I figured they'd be worth checking out and worth talking about for this episode of What the Pickup. So I bet all of you are wondering, what do I think about these two adorable little things that I got right here? Well, let's not waste any more time, man. Let's take a look at them. Now, for starters, just to get this out of the way, I'm sure a lot of you guys do not know about these two characters that I have here that I'm going to be talking about. Well, believe it or not, both Ribbon and Glasan that I got right here are, of course, two characters that are actually from a anime series that occurred right around a few years ago called Happiness Charge PreCure, which, in case you do not know what it is, of course, an anime series that has been going on from 2014 all the way until early 2015, which, believe it or not, is actually the 11th installment in the PreCure series. And in case you wanted to know what the PreCure series is, it is, of course, basically a series of magical girl anime shows that has been going on since 2014, and I couldn't go into any further detail on that franchise in general. But I will say this: I say think of it as more of a Sailor Moon mixed in with Power Rangers, but a little bit more cutesy and adorable. And I do not mean that in an annoying kind of way. I mean that in a really nice kind of way, like a really good kind of way, by sort of thing. So yeah, believe it or not, the PreCure series, I have to say, in regards of so many anime that I've been watching past to present, I think is basically one anime series that I seem to have overlooked for a long time now. So yeah, believe it or not, it actually yeah, it was, of course, something I found by accident, which I have to say is actually incredibly worth it. And believe it or not, the Happiness Charge series is one that I did come across by accident. And believe it or not, I did see some clips of that, and I'm hoping to check out some full episodes sometime soon. But I will say it does look really interesting, and I'm really excited to see what's been going on in that show in general. In fact, if you actually follow me on my Instagram, I actually believe it or not, I actually, on my Instagram, I did, have up, my, cost plans for this year, and, as well as, some, future years that I'll do, and believe it or not, I think a few of them that I, listed off is, of course, from Happiness Charge PreCure, but I'm not going to say what character it is, but you'll just have to, look at my cost plans on my Instagram to see what it is, so... But yeah, I guess for now, I'm of course going to be talking about these two that I just got off of Amazon not too long ago, and they finally arrived at my house over the past couple of months or so. So yeah, I'm of course going to be talking about these two in general. And oh yeah, I completely forgot to mention one thing in regards to the show Happiness Charge PreCure. Exactly what I mean by the 11th installment of this franchise. I think apparently, if you can see in the box right here, it also came out during the franchise's 10th anniversary. So yeah, and so yeah, that's actually really impressive. And another thing that I did forget to mention is that probably by the time I'm recording this right about now, they already got yet another show that's currently airing in Japan right about now. So that's actually pretty impressive. And something else that I should bring up to all of you is that sadly there is no English dub for any of these PreCure shows that I've been talking about, which is actually a real shame for the most part, but hey, what can you do? So yeah, I have to, but yeah, I guess enough about me rambling about stuff I forgot. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about these two in general. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do right about now. So if I could set this down real quick, I think we're gonna go ahead and start things off with, of course, the ribbon plushie that I got right here. This was, of course, made by a Japanese company called Banpestro. Yeah, Banpestro. I believe that's what it's called, and they've actually made some really incredible anime plushies over the past few years, particularly either on the pretty much on the show's mascots or just pretty much any random character for the most part. But luckily, I did manage to get this off of Amazon for about $21.93 plus free shipping. Yeah, to which I will say, if you actually are planning on buying one of these, they can be really expensive. So yeah, I was very lucky to get this for about 22 bucks off of Amazon. So yeah, I guess so yeah, I was actually pretty lucky to get this, and judging by the looks of it, it actually does look pretty cute from the way I see it. So yeah, I think looking over the pretty much the whole body of it is actually huge. I mean, look at Ribbon's head. It's pretty much almost the exact same size as my head. So yeah, I didn't really expect this Ribbon plushie to be this big for the most part, but I am actually pretty impressed on on the way how it turns out. I mean, I think everything the bow on her head, and believe it or not, I think I assumed to be a part of her hair for the most part, and yeah, and even everything else, I have to say is actually really impressive. I really love how they actually tackled the little mini skirt on Ribbon right about now, which I have to say is actually pretty impressive. And going a bit to the back, I have to say probably like the little backpack I think she's wearing that does kind of look a little bit like a little ladybug for the most part, and I think even from both the front and the back, and even the sides, from the way I see it, I think the ears actually look really, really, they're actually really impressive, and it's actually really soft for the most part, and so yeah, I guess pretty much I guess it's pretty much what I have to say. So yeah, I have to say the Ribbon plushie, I have to say, is actually really cute and really adorable, and I really love it. Just yeah, just the way they actually sew different parts of this plushie to get and not to mention get almost every single detail right. Like you can actually see the little necklace she's wearing, and like I said about the bow, the hair, and the I think the bag she's wearing, which I assume could be attached to her. I don't know. I could be wrong, but yeah, I have to say the ribbon plushie that I got right here, I really love it. It is absolutely adorable, 100%, and I really love it tremendously. So yeah, I have to say this ribbon plushie that I got right here, I really love it. It is absolutely adorable, and it's well worth the purchase. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say about the ribbon plushie right about now. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on from that, and move on to the second one that I got right here. And it's of course this wonderful Glasan toy that I got here, fresh in the box. So yeah, and of course, believe it or not, Glasan is of course another character from the Happiness Charge PreCure series, which I did forget to mention right about now. They of course are there guides right about now to assist our main characters, but yeah, I guess enough of that for a big but yeah, I guess from the way I see it in the box, it actually looks pretty good. It is of course made by Bandai, which has actually made some really great toys in Japan right about now. So yeah, I guess from the looks of it on the box, it looks pretty impressive. So yeah, I think if you can actually see it right here, I think from the way I see in the box, it actually does look pretty promising right about now. Like believe it or not, I think it actually yeah, and believe it or not, they are all in Japanese right about now, and I guess from I think from the way I see it, it actually does get some pretty good details on what I'm seeing. Like believe it or not, it's actually requires about, let's see, I think, believe it or not, I think this is of course a talking Glasan plushie. So I think there are some things that I think, believe it or not, there are like probably about a few sayings that Glasan will say, to which, if you can tell by the speech boxes right here, which, yeah, they're all in Japanese right about now. I think there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different sayings right now, and yeah, this is actually really impressive. And if you look on the side, it also has Glasan's guide in that. Right here on the box, which is Cure Fortune, which is of course a character from the show, or particularly one of the 4 main leads. And yeah, and believe it or not, judging by the from right around here, it says you can actually store Cure Fortune's transformation piano that is displayed here, as well as her ring. Like I know what you guys are thinking. Wait a minute, that's a piano? How could that be a piano? It's just a little box to me. Well, that's exactly what it is, which you could tell from the back right here. So yeah, this is actually pretty impressive, and not to mention it's given some great details on how you could work this thing, and yeah, like I said, you can actually store Cure Fortune's piano right in there, and yeah, I will say this right now, the Fortune piano that I'm showing off to you in the back of the box, it is sold separately as we speak. So yeah, and yeah, you can actually see right here. So maybe if I'm lucky, if I can find it off of Amazon, I might be able to get my hands on it. So we'll probably wait and see what happens from there. So and yeah, this is of course run by this is of course battery powered. So it actually will require a couple of batteries that are used to actually work this thing. Which I will say this right now. The batteries, if you can tell by the box right here, it says the batteries to operate this thing is LR44. So you might need 2 of these LR44 batteries in order to work this thing, which I'm pretty sure you can find at a local store in your area. So And yeah, believe it or not, I actually did open up the box to make sure if the batteries are included or not, and believe it or not, they are. So yeah, thank you so much, the people who made this thing. You actually saved me the trouble of getting some batteries to work this thing. So and yeah, I guess similar to the back of the box, it is the exact same step on how it works and what you could do with it on the side, and yeah, you can actually see both Glasan and Cure Fortune on the side of the box, and it also includes the other 4 main leads in this PreCure series. Like we have right over here, we have Cure Lovely with ribbon, and the 2 other ones that I will show off to you right now, Cure Princess and Cure Honey, which, yeah, and a bit of a pretty interesting story. I did chat with my girlfriend in regards to doing a Happiness Charge PreCure cosplay sometime in the near future, and I would, oh, if I could, yeah, here it is. Yeah, I think I would love to see my girlfriend as a Cure Princess sometime soon, but we'll probably wait and see what happens. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything that I can show off to you in the box right about now. So, from the way I see it, actually does look pretty impressive. So, yeah, and believe it or not, right around yesterday, I did open this up to make sure if the batteries are included, and they are. So I was kind enough to put it back in the box to do this video right about now, and yeah, I guess that's pretty much what I can say right about now. So so we might as well go ahead and box it, attempt number 2 this time, probably by the time I'm recording this. So let's just get this thing opened up. All right, and yeah, and something I need to bring up real quick. Yeah, I think it also does include a set of instructions on how you can place new batteries into the Glasan plushie right here. So I'll go ahead and keep that for safekeeping. So yeah, all right, and yeah, and we'll go ahead and set the box out of the way. So yeah, I guess so yeah, now that we officially got this thing out of the box, it actually I think it actually does look pretty impressive, and yeah, comparing to the ribbon plushie that I got right here, Glasan is actually oh, hold on one second. Alright, I'm so sorry about that. Someone actually tried to call me while I was making this video, but yeah, I think regardless, I'm actually very sorry for the interruption there. Yeah, someone actually did try to call me while I was making this video, but I'm not gonna let that aside from me. But I know I do get a little angry when something interrupts me when I'm doing this. But yeah, I'm not gonna let it get through my head this time. Okay, back to what I'm talking about. So yeah, I guess in regards to the talking Glasan plushie right here, I think in comparison to my ribbon plushie that I got right here, this one's actually a little bit smaller than this one, which, believe it or not, I think it's probably the appropriate size as it was in the show that I've seen some clips on. So, but yeah, I guess size doesn't matter because yeah, I think from the way I see it, I think the ribbon plushie is actually much bigger than Glasan right by now, but I guess it doesn't matter anyway. Size doesn't really matter for the most part, but yeah, I guess from the way I see, much like the ribbon plushie, it actually does look really impressive. Like I really love on how they get every single detail right, and even the sunglasses, I have to say, is actually a really nice touch, and even the bag, which I can open up right now. Yeah, well, I think from the outside, it actually looks impressive, and yeah, they were kind enough to actually leave the bag empty for a bit, which I have to say is actually really nice. Yeah, really nice of them to do that, because yeah, this would of course come in handy if you want to putting Fortune's piano into this thing. So yeah, this is actually a really nice touch that they threw in there. So So yeah, I think visually it does look really adorable, the same way I can say about the ribbon plushie. So yeah, and believe it or not, there's even a little small compartment where you could get the voice box to put the batteries in. So yeah, I guess right about now, I guess seeing how it is a talking Glasan plushie, so I bet there is some I bet there is some way to actually get this thing working, which I think I did read up on the box, and it says you could pretty much all you have to do is press somewhere around her nose area, which I'll do right now. Alright, there we go. Now we got going. So yeah, and I think I might have gotten the voice box close to her eye right about now. Yeah, and yeah, believe it or not, it actually does work incredibly well. In fact, I'll give it another go. Yeah, this is actually really, really impressive, and yeah, I think I might as well go for round 3 this time, and yeah. So yeah, this is actually really impressive. I think those are probably a few of the sayings that Glasan says are saying right about now. And yeah, they are all in Japanese right about now. So hopefully I might get some translations to probably all 6 to 7 sayings that are showcased here. And yeah, I might as well go for a 4th one this time, just for the heck of it. Yeah. That is actually really adorable. So yeah, I am really impressed on how on the talking Glasan plushie works. It is absolutely adorable. I really, really love it, and almost pretty much as much as I love the ribbon plushie that's given to me. So yeah, I say this is actually well worth the purchase as well. So yeah, if you could actually find it, I highly recommend you definitely check it out. It is absolutely adorable. And just to give out another saying, just to sum up what I had to say here. But then again, I will get a translation on each of the sayings Glasan says for this toy, but just for the heck of it. Yeah. That's pretty much all I can say right about now. It is so adorable. So I guess that's pretty much all I can say about this. So overall, both the ribbon plushie and the talking Glasan toy that I got right here, overall they are really, really impressive. I really, really love them. They are absolutely adorable from the way I see it. And yeah, it's actually well worth the purchase. They're both cute. They're both incredibly detailed, and they do function incredibly well with what's been given to me. So yeah, I have to say for these two coming from the PreCure series, I highly recommend them. So I think if it's something up your alley and you wanted to see how they turn out, I say definitely. Definitely buy those two. You can actually find them on either eBay or Amazon, to which I did get these two off from the from the Lagger. Yeah, for some really good prices. Like for ribbon, I did get it off of Amazon for about $22. As probably by the time I speak, but probably by the time you get this, it will be even more than that. So yeah. And as for the Glasan plushie, I actually got this for about $59 plus $10 shipping. So yeah, they can be expensive, but they're well worth the purchase. So if it's something up your alley, I say definitely buy those two if you're a big fan of the Happiness Charge PreCure series, or just the PreCure franchising general. So yeah, I hope to check out the show sometime soon, as I did see some clips of it, as I said earlier, and it does pique my interest a bit. So yeah, and hopefully somewhere around in the near future, I will also give all the other PreCure shows a chance, because yeah, I think probably as of right now, there's currently over 15 of these shows as we speak. So yeah, I'll definitely check those out sometime soon. So yeah, but for now, if it's something up your alley, I say definitely buy both the ribbon plushie and the talking Glasan toy that I have here. They are super adorable and they're well worth the purchase, so yeah. And with that being said, that pretty much wraps up this episode of What the Pickup. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you have any constructive criticisms and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future, then all you gotta do is leave them down in the comment section below. And of course, if you have any questions for me in general, or if you just want to book me for a con or event that'll be coming up pretty soon, then all you gotta do is send me an email to this email address, backling95@hotmail.com. And of course, if you want to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos in the near future, or know my current whereabouts as well as other shenanigans, then all you gotta do is follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty of other of my social media sites that I have provided. All the links to them are down in the description box below. And as usual, if you want to see more of my videos coming up in the near future, then all you gotta do is hit that subscribe button, as well as turn on the notification bell, so that way you'll be notified once I upload a brand new video. So yeah, that takes care of that. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I've been meaning to get this off my back since the beginning of this year, but it was actually well worth it. Yeah, I'm actually glad I finally did it. So yeah, and yeah, I'm really excited to see what I'm gonna get next. That I'm gonna show off to all of you guys. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.